Hey, what's up? I got some more lore content for you guys. There are some dark horse decks running around. They have pretty good win rates, they're just waiting on more players to pick them up and try them out. If you want to climb with some of these lesser played decks, then I got you with this video. Trust me, you don't want to miss out. That way you have a good understanding of what these decks are, whether you want to play them yourself, or if you want to know how to counter them. Let's see what these strong dark horse decks are, shall we? Welcome to Meta Report. And to start us off, we have Shen Jarvan, aka Barrier Boys. With a win rate of 54.76% and a play rate of 1.41%, it's actually a very strong deck. Its best matchups include Nami Samira, Jinx Samira Discard, Vayne Gwen, and also Shyvana Aesol Dragons. The worst matchups for this deck are Kalista Nora, Jarvan Gnar, Teemo, and Heimer Jace. Getting into the list specifically, this deck plays around the barrier keyword, which is a very strong one. It's also on both of our champions, that's why the deck is called Barrier Boys. And it's a deck that I enjoy picking up, especially whenever I have a mission to attack with barrier units. So yeah, it's a mid-range beatdown deck that has really good options at unit speed by playing like Shen or playing Brightstone Protector and getting barrier that way, but also has access to burst speed barriers, which is also super good, especially if the opponent is open attacking. Barrier is a very powerful keyword, and this deck takes advantage of it fully. And it all starts with Green Glade Caretaker, 1 mana 1/2. When an ally gets barrier, grant me 2/0, so she scales up over the course of the game. If you play her right on 1, barrier her on 2, already a 3/2 unit, really good. And then you just play more barriers surrounding her, and she becomes a very strong unit that's pretty annoying to get rid of in the mid game. Brightstone Protector, a barrier unit, so really nice to just slam onto our Green Glade Caretaker or anything else in the mid game as well. If the opponent develops, well then boom, we now have a barrier blocker or a barrier attacker, depending on which turn we're on, and that's super nice. Triple form up because it's a premium Demacia buff spell. Kinku Student, another barrier support card. When another ally gets barrier, give me barrier this round if I don't have it. So now you can start double dipping on the barriers, which is really good. This also counts for like Shen or Jarvan being summoned. That counts as gaining barrier immediately, so now Kinku Student is also whipping it up. Triple Broadwing, good barrier target, can't control the board with him. Single combat, also really good. Triple blocking Badger Bear for those pesky elusive decks, also really good barrier target. Moral support. I cost 2 less if you've supported an ally this game. Now the only access to support we have is actually Shen attack, so moral support is going to cost 4 for, the early parts of the game, but as soon as you get Shen going, get his attack in, moral support is now 2 mana burst speed, give an ally barrier, which is really good. Shen himself, support, give my supported ally barrier this round, and I've seen allies gain barrier 5 times, this includes himself when he's summoned. All he needs to see is 4 other allies gain barrier, and then he gives them extra attack, which is good for mid-game pushes. Next we have Spirit's Refuge, 4 mana burst speed, give an ally barrier and lifesteal, obviously really good. Also really strong against like aggro matchups. If you resolve Spirit's Refuge once or twice, depending on the matchup, it's actually really hard for the opponent to come back from. Next we have Screeching Dragon, which is a really good turn 5 pressure tool, especially if you're attacking on odds, because you can go like Shen on defense 4, and then play Screeching Dragon on attack 5. Shen will give the dragon barrier. You have Challenger on this, so you can kill a premium unit. Most things are going to die, like you can even kill champions that were developed on 4, so really good combo. Triple Jarvan, 6 mana 6/4, he comes down with barrier, also he comes from hand, which is really cool. You can just open attack, spend 6 mana to summon him challenging the strongest enemy, and then like if Shen is on the board, that's really nice because this barrier might level him. It's really good for your synergy cards like your student, your caretaker, and you just have really nice open attack 6s. And when he levels, you get extra cataclysms and stuff, which is also really nice. You can just control the board that way, and deal with any other lingering threats that the opponent is trying to set up. 1 King Jarvan III, which is our Jarvan tutor, being able to bring him directly to our hand. If Jarvan is already on the board, then you also get a very big scout push and challenger push, which is really nice because you just beat over the board, attack again, and win. And to round us out, not only do we have a Jarvan tutor, but we also have a Shen tutor in the form of Sacred Protector. 7 mana 8/6 play, give an ally barrier this round and draw Shen. Allies with barrier have double attack, so just really good on attack 7, attack 9. Whenever you can get a bunch of barriers going, now they're also hitting twice. So if the opponent is just like not blocking one of the barrier units, well, they're going to take double damage for that. And that's really good at closing out games as well, especially when Shen level 2 is giving the extra attack. Then Protector is helping you push upwards of like 6 to 12 damage immediately, which is absolutely insane. And that's it for the deck rundown. Now here's a live commentary game so you can see how the deck plays out. I'll be giving context to why I'm playing certain cards, and hopefully it gives you a good feel on how to play the deck. And for the example game, we have Heimer Jace, which was one of our bad matchups, if you recall, but we do have a really nice hand, so hopefully we can try to outplay their damage removal and get some mid-game pushes in. We have Caretaker, Bright Steel, really nice. I think we probably get rid of single combat. Maybe we draw into it later and try to kill Heimer Jace with it. And also get rid of moral support. I think it's really important for us to hard fish for Shen. Here we go. And we did get him. This is a fantastic hand. We can do like Caretaker on 1, Bright Steel Protector on 2, float turn 3, that way we have form up, and then play Shen on attack 4. And we should be in a really good spot. The main out for our units is actually the Shadow Owl's kill spells like Quietus and Soul Harvest and Vengeance. The damage removal, not as annoying because we have the form up protection.
Let's get to work.
Caretaker. Do we let this thing strike twice? That is the question. Yeah, I guess so. So we're gonna play Bright Steel Protector now? Probably. Yeah, here comes the Quietus. This is the thing we can't really deal with. If Quietus happens, it just happens. It is what it is, they say. We could honestly float 2 instead of floating 3. That way we have the form up mana. And, wow, okay, they just have infinite mana, I suppose. We'll play Caretaker and Bright Steel on 3, I suppose. Alright, we're on both champions and we're on extra mana. Extra resources in our hand, which is all good. But yeah, they're also on really mana efficient hands with the double Forge Sheaf here. And Formula. Draw some cards. Yep. But we only need 2 mana to really like pull off our combat tricks. So I think floating 2 is really good for us. Mystic, no thank you. We can just do form up on that. We need to make sure this unit stays alive now. Then Bright Steel Protector. And then we'll just do first action Shen on 4. Here we go, Shen. They are below Vengeance right now, so we don't have to worry about that at least. So we're gonna get a pretty decent attack in. Gonna barrier up the Caretaker. Maybe also swing with Protector unless they play something that I don't want to swing into. Second Mystic, alright. Double Forge Chief, double Mystic. Understandable, have a nice day. Get our barrier attack in. Bonk bonk. Work towards our Shen level a little bit. Heimer has 4 HP. The Caretaker is pretty good. So on turn 5, I guess we just set up. Maybe even play Spirit's Refuge, block, and then open attack with Jarvan on 6. Probably the best we can do. If they play Heimer or Jace right now, Jarvan will be able to swing into one of them and kill them. So at least there's that. We won't have single combat mana if I play Spirit's Refuge out. Straight up Vengeance. Alright. It is what it is.
These woods protect their own.
Keeper, our lands need us.
I love how Shen is talking even though he just died. That's always a pretty funny audio bug. Yeah, let's pass then. We're only burning 1. Oh nice, we have 2 mana barrier. So we can send it. I'd like for this to work and then they play a champion and then a single combat. Like just killing Heimer would be very good value for us. I think I'm gonna hold single combat for that reason. Let's see, show me the Heimer. Because I'm sure you're on a champion by now. Level Jace as well. Jace would be annoying because Jarvan would die. But I'd have to kill Jace before they get any double cast value, so I think I would just have to sack him. Yeah, there he is.
This is the cutting edge of progress.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I have a choice.
Well, if it isn't the man of tomorrow.
Hey, back back to work if you don't want to be the lady of yesterday.
Don't really have a choice. Maybe I do have a choice. We'll see. My choice is to wait till next turn. Because then I can do barrier plus single on like the same action. And like, what if they just double cast, I don't know, Shock Blast or something? Or if they start Acceleration Gate, then I can outplay it. It might not even be that bad. Aftershock? Nah. Now she's a pretty good single combat target for the Jace. I'll just say nah to that. So we don't really care about the P and Z removal again. We've been able to outplay that, no problem. Another Shen. Shen would be good. I'd like to play that on defense turn, but now we don't have enough mana to do the single combat play, which I think I need to do. Ideally, they just whip out Acceleration Gate. That'd be best case for me. That would be absolutely fantastic if they just don't have anything good. Like, no more formula, please.
Interesting use of tech.
Production Surge. Double cast spam that. Alright, I mean, hey. I don't even think that's that bad. It's probably fine. Yeah. Okay, that's not that fine. Never mind. That's pretty problematic, I would say. Let's go ahead and give you barrier. Get our Shen. Woohoo! Double attack. Very spooky. We're gonna take 6 from the elusive turret. We can deal with pretty much everything else. I don't know. Maybe we just outbulk. It'd be kind of nifty, but I don't think so. We don't really have like overwhelm or anything like that to translate lethal damage. We kind of just have to win on board in a very honest fashion. They're full sending it? Okay, they're not sending Jace. I was about to say. That makes a little bit more sense, I suppose. Let's also do 7-2-1-1, and we can do 2-1. Block both the 2 attack units. Yeah, this is good. Just get some value blocks where I can. Kinda wish they attacked with the Jace. That would've been nice, huh? Just get a free kill on the barrier. I'm at 8. I can do 6. I mean, I guess I could just die. Funnily enough, there's a world where I just die. Unfortunately, I'd like it if that didn't happen. But it could. Because all they have to do is Shock Blast plus 3rd Mystic. And I'm just Edge. Okay, there's the Shock Blast. That's double casting. I could do Spirit's Refuge, but I'm not so sure if that's worth. I'm down to just let this happen for now. And maybe use Spirit's Refuge as like a cheeky lethal. Bop, bop, bop. Like this, I suppose? That is really strong. Holy. Because it'd be nice if they just, like, don't block one of these over here. Okay, they did. Oh, yeah, don't block Sacred Protector. Yeah, just take 8. It's okay. Just take 8. It's not even a big problem. You can live with 2. And then double cast and win. Oh, no. Don't block the Shen. Don't do that. Oh, see, I was hoping that they would just accept the pass or accept the attack, and then I would barrier buff it, and it would have been really cool. So I think I'm just gonna barrier this, right? Bop. That way I can keep this alive, and then also heal off of it. I get more healing here, but I want to keep my protector alive as well. We'll just do like a Bright Steel single combat on the Jace. Mayhaps we just win. French fries. Weak card. Very nice for me. Another protector. That is so extra. I'm on 10 mana? Yeah. So I can't do everything that I want to do. But I definitely can play the Sacred Protector. There's Heimer. Oh, I need to kill Heimer now. And I don't have a choice. I need to kill Heimer now before the double cast. Yeah. Before the double spooky elusive turrets that I can't deal with.
Show me that again.
Double cast acceleration gate is fine. Unless you're getting elusive. Fury, don't care. And augment. Yo, those are the worst keywords I've ever seen. Thank God. Alright. Let's go ahead and also bump up this.
Nature blesses her followers.
Alright. Yeah, I think we got him. I'm pretty sure we'll be fine on open attack. We'll be in a really, really good spot. Because then we can swap places and get extra damage in with our double attacks. I think we actually got him. We may have beaten the hard matchup. And a lot of things went well for them too. Yeah, look at that. Let's go! Clutch. Big barriers. Next on the list we have Gnar Nidalee featuring Valley of Imitation, coming in with a win rate of 54.39% and a play rate of 1.88%. Its best matchups include Nasusena, Teemo Kate, Karma Set, and also Nora Targon. The worst matchups are Teemo Yumi, Nami Samira, Jack Zorn, and Jarvan Gnar. So this is the typical Bush transform deck, but it's now using the new landmark card called Valley of Imitation. So it starts with triple Bristlepog, which is also a newly buffed card, becomes a 3/3 whenever it sees something transform, whether that be from Bush to unit or from champion level 1 to level 2. That actually counts as a transform effect. So yeah, Bristlepog, really, really nice, coming in as a premium 1-drop. Love to see that. Bird, 1 mana, 2/1. When I'm summoned, plant the Chime. The Chime is nice because if you play a unit, Valley of Imitation will copy that unit and also copy its Chime buff if it had one. So a little bit of nice synergy and allows you to play more aggressively. And also your Bush units get to be chimed up, which is all just really good. Bird is a 1-card do everything in this deck. Really nice. Triple Forsaken Bakai to increase the consistency of the deck and also be an aggressive unit early. Can attack with it, get out multiple, just have a really nice opening hand and get some pressure that way. Double Pie Toss in case you need to deal with some pesky 1 HP units. And you can also deal with some pesky 2 HP units if you also invest the Perilous Pastry into them. Double Prowl for the extra HP protection for bushes. Next we have All-Terrain Trooper, our first bush unit. Comes down, you play him for 2, and then you can summon him for free out of the bush for 0 mana at burst speed. When you do, you get extra buffs from like Knuckle Talk and stuff like that. And also you grant the weakest enemy vulnerable, which is really nice at controlling the early board and dealing with weak champions that the opponent is trying to protect or hold back. 2 Conchologists to fetch us more resources, just a nice general utility card. Triple Avenging Vastaya, which is our Rite of Negation in bush form. Pay 2 mana to put it in bush, and then pay 3 mana to get a Rite of Negation effect. Also, when Vastaya comes out of bush, there's extra buffs there. Of course, we have the synergy with the Knuckle Talk, all that good stuff, right? So that is going to be like the main theme. Going to be playing around our Knuckle Talk, which is right here when an ally transforms. So level up, also level down, which is really interesting. So when Gnar or Nidalee go from level 1 to 2, they'll get the buff, and then they'll get the buff and the full heal again when they go from level 2 to level 1 and just keep stacking this. And also Knuckle Talk has a really interesting interaction with Valley of Imitation. So you want to play Valley like right on 3 and then Knuckle Talk on 4. When you do this, which we'll probably talk about this a little bit more in the Valley of Imitation section, but yeah, Knuckle Talk gets buffs right away for your Valley, and then Valley will retain the +1/+1 and also the impact, and then like continue stacking it over the course of the game, which is really cool. So yeah, Knuckle Talk, really nice to probably play on like turn 4 after you've developed Valley, and then start getting the buffs in for your Pyrophant later. Double Quicksand, really nice utility card. Have it at 2 of, can use this defensively, turn off Quick Attack, turn off Overwhelm, turn off Elusive. Really, really valuable in general. Valley of Imitation, here it is, the 3 mana landmark. When you play a follower, transform me into an exact copy of it this round, I retain granted buffs. So if you play Knuckle Talk will buff it, and then this will also turn into Knuckle Talk, which I think buffs itself, if I'm seeing this correctly. But yeah, and that's really good. And then later on you can Tycoon, and then Tycoon will double whatever you play, and then Tycoon will also become Valley and double itself, and then you just have like a 30 attack dude, and that's really cool. So yeah, you usually want to play like Pyrophant later on, and he just becomes like a really big 30 attack overwhelm unit with like 6 impact as well because of Knuckle Talks over the course of the game. So yeah, Valley of Imitation, really funny. It also helps because it's a transform effect, so that's really cool for Nidalee. You can just get like levels with this. So yeah, just a really cool addition for the Nidalee Knuckle Talk Gnar midrange deck. Double Wallop to deal with elusive units and also big attackers. The opponent wants to spend like a bunch of mana and a bunch of resources on like one card, well, boom, we can just stun it. Nice and easy, just a good utility card to also have in the pocket, just like Quicksand. Triple Gnar, our first champion. Gnar's really nice. Strike, get the pokey stick. Boom, if you've dealt damage. Levels, gets the Nakotak buffs. Really good, because then that's like Overwhelm and also Impact. And then boom, becomes a little bit of a mid-game pressure tool. Get the pokey for the cycle. Really good. Big Gnar, big damage, big pog. Nidalee, our other champion, you can play her as a bush for 2 mana, spend 2 mana to summon her as unit, really nice, and then you want to start playing bush units after her, because the bushes transforming into their normal unit form is helping level her, and that's really nice because now you're just spreading buffs on her, buffs on the other units, you're getting really big attack swings in with Impact. When she levels, you're also swinging with Overwhelm, getting Javelin Toss, all kinds of really good mid-game pressure. So yeah, this deck really utilizes like turns 5 through 7 attacks while being buffed up with synergies. And rounding us out, we have Big Game Tycoon, which whenever you transform something, just double all the stats, and that's really broken. So yeah, you're gonna play this after Valley. Valley will double from the Tycoon, and then will double from itself again, I'm pretty sure, is how that works. And then you play Pyrophant later, maybe like turn 8, and then Pyrophant will become the Valley, and then you have Big Overwhelm Beat Stick, and you just win the game from there, if the opponent doesn't have an out to it. So yeah, that's basically what's going on. And also double your Nidalee if she levels up at the right time. He can double your Gnar, all kinds of good stuff. And that's it for this deck rundown. Now here's a live commentary game so you can see how it plays out. And for this one we have the Proliferating Dark Wraith, Viego, Soul Cleave, Soul Harvest, everything deck. So yeah, alright. We can deal with this. We have early Valiant Invitation, that's really nice. We have Bristlepog, Trooper, Champion. I think this is just a full keep. Love to see that. We also want to get Nakotak early. That way we can start getting the Valley of Invitation buffs. And stack them in the mid game. Attack with Crystal Pog, love to see that. Bonk. Another Bristle Pog, alright. I mean, I'm down to do that. Get out double Pogs. And we go ahead and do Trooper. And Bakai. Another one of these, alright. Bakai. What are we grabbing? Vastaya? Yeah, I think Avenging Vastaya is really good against their deck. That way we can like stop Vengeance from targeting Gnar, we can stop Soul Cleave, Soul Harvest, pretty much anything. Gonna do this, get our Bristle Pogs going. Grab one of those. Full Send. Yeah, Full Send's good here. Bristle Pog stays alive, they get one good trade. Push some damage. And then I guess I'm down to play Valley of Imitation on our defense turn. Because I don't think whipping out Gnar on defense is super valuable. Vastaya. Right, Valley. Alright, sounds good to me. And then we go ahead and do... Oh, there's Nakotak. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted here. Nakotak. There it goes. Buffs twice. I hope they don't kill the Valley, though. Okay, there's Soul Cleave. Not a big deal. Go ahead and get those in. Because, like, if they just Vengeanced our Valley Imitation Nakotak, I would lose the landmark, which would be a bit tragic. So, let's just do an attack. They can't kill him now, so... We're fine full sending this and then just playing out Vastaya Bush. Impact... Glimpse, yeah, okay, Glimpse denies the impact, very smart. Good play. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Another one. Yep, that is a big Dark Wraith. Well, we're in Standard, so there's no Atrocity or anything like that I have to worry about. But at least we got that going for us. I could literally just take the 8 as well. I don't think I care, right? I could also just give the Bristlepog. Yeah, I could just give Bristlepog. It's kind of okay. It's okay. You can have the Bristlepog. And then we can play out Nidalee or Gnar. Probably Nid. They can't Vengeance her. I literally just won't let them. There's Viego. Hello, Viego. Alright, I think it's time to Big Game Tycoon. right on 7. Because then we're going to have a doubled up Big Game Tycoon. Quadrupled up, I think. Let's also grab the Pyrophant. That's perfect. Boop, boop. Yeah, that's a 32-36. That's nice. That's a nice Valiant imitation right there. And then we also have Riot Negation, essentially. So I'd love to see that. Diego. Alright, send this. It's kind of annoying. I think we just full send though, because they also have to block the bush. If they don't block the bush, we're going to like quintuple it. I don't know how this works. I'm not doing the math. But you know what I mean. It's really strong. You have to block everything. Yeah, because if you don't, I just have you now. Unless you're on... No, wait, you probably don't hard run Flash Freeze. What's this? 8 Spike or something? Oh, okay, Glimpse. Well, watch this, guys. Ah, boom! 13-13 impact. Also, no Glimpse for you. Love Valley Imitation. Love that. Just like a really bad spot for them to be in. You hate to see it. And then the Yao Pyrophant would come down with like 70 billion attack. And then also Overwhelm. And the last deck I have for you is one that is on the rise since the recent mini expansion, giving us a new card called the Ballin. So yeah, the deck is Galio Udyr with a win rate of 50.56, but a play rate of 3.1. It's pretty popular compared to the other two, a little bit less on the win rate, but I think it's picking up. Its best matchups include Kayn Aatrox Cultist, Karma Set, Quinn Vayne Aatrox, and also another variation of Karma Set. Its worst matchups are Teemo Ionia, Nasus Senna, Heimer Jace, and also Callista Nora. This deck is all about the formidable keyword, attacking with HP, and then also using HP buffs to not only protect the units, but also get more damage in. Now with a new card called Ballin, who is actually Ballin, really, really strong, especially on attack evens. Play him, right on turn 4, 4/0/4 formidable. Grant formidable allies everywhere 0/1 on attack. That includes himself, so he's gonna swing with 5 attack / HP. It's kind of hard to explain, but you know what I mean. And then all of our units that we're also playing are going to get AoE buffed for their HP, which is really, really insane. Makes Galio levels super consistent, makes your mid-range beatdown boards really good, and it also makes all of your HP buffs like Elixir of Iron and stuff like that even more valuable. So for this, we have triple Elixir of Iron, which is like the best combat trick in the deck. For 1 mana, you can outplay so many things. Petricite Hound, which is really good in the early game, also scales into the mid game with the HP buffs from Ballin. Duran Sculptor, which is also just a really broken support card, 2/2/2, but also you're giving your allies 1 HP whenever you summon them, and for formidable units, that's also their damage. Petricite Broadwing, of course, very strong formidable unit. Really good 1-card win con if you develop this, and then just keep attacking your opponents. If they don't have an answer, you're just going to win by killing, 6 units with this 1 unit. So really, really good there. Triple single combat to deal with pesky bench units. Darkened Spear for HP buff, and also you get a little bit of a late game win con in Anaka coming down later on, and then also summoning something from deck. And you get buffs too, like Omen Hawk effects whenever you attack. Sheesh, I don't know. This is just a do everything card. Really strong for 2 mana. And then, yeah, again, you just have like a late game unit too. So super nice there. Vulpine Wander, which is really broken. The stances are super good. The best one is the 0/2 and then regen. Makes your units absolutely unbearable to deal with. You get it. It's almost a pun. If it was the bear stance one, then that'd be like a much better pun for unbearable. But I digress. The next best one is Wild Claw stance, giving your allies overwhelm. Like, I know the attack looks weird, but if you're swinging with like a 10 HP unit that also has overwhelm, like put this on Galio and just see what happens. You're just gonna punch and the opponent is gonna die. So yeah, stances are really good, and that's kind of why Galio and Udyr are being played together. You'd love to see that. Really, really good stances. Next, we have Duran Protege, giving an ally tough and also HP. Really broken, especially you put this on like Broadwing or something, like sheesh. I mean, like this card just turns on every formidable unit in the least weird way possible. Petricite Charger, 3/0/4 formidable. Don't take damage from skills or spells, so that's really nice. You can just kill Annie. That's hilarious, actually, now that I think about it. Also, can't be removed by P and Z, so that's nice. 2 Shield of Duran, 3 mana burst speed, give an ally 0/3, and then next round start, also another 0/2. So 5 total HP for the cost of 3. Really nice, really broken. Ballin, of course, we already went over. Really good, especially if you develop multiple, and then you can like attack with a bunch of these and you're just scaling. It's kind of insane. Triple Udyr for the stances. Also, he can become a win con later if you stance a whole lot. Really good champion pressure in general. IRL Ulseer, more just stance synergy. Really nice to be able to start playing them for free, and then you get your regens and your overwhelms going, and that's really nice as well. Rounding us out, we have Galio, who's just a glorified rally effect. All we do is play him. He's like gonna level every time now because your units have so much HP. When he levels, every time your unit takes damage once per turn, you get a rally, so that's really nice on attack or defense. On open, you just get to like swing, something gets blocked because they have to, otherwise they die, and then you get to attack immediately after one more action. So really, really strong when you're ahead. Also good, you know, to rally on defense, just nice overall. And he's a spell shield unit, so he's really safe to develop and put like stances on him. You can give him the regen, give him the overwhelm, and he can also carry in the late game. And then boom, we have a Naka. Like I mentioned, that's nice as well, just like a top end. And that's it for this deck rundown. Now here's a live commentary game so you can see how it plays out. And for this one we have Lurk, which is going to be an interesting matchup. I think Fearsome is going to be pretty annoying for us if they open multiple of the Fearsome fish. Otherwise we should be pretty good to just outbulk. So we have Hound on one, we can play another Hound, we have Protege, we have Wander. I'm assuming we're not going to play double Hound. It's probably going to be Hound into Wander into Protege kind of curve. And we get Ballin. We're attacking on odds, so Ballin's not going to be as good. But we can play Ballin and then Udyr after, so that sounds pretty nice. And just try to beat down from there. Bakai. Yeah, we can contest Bakai. I don't mind that. Go ahead and swing into him. Bonk. Get that early trade. Wander comes out next. Then we can reduce its cost. Nice. So this allows us to curve while also having the spell for free. We got Galio as well for attack 7. So we should just curve out and be in a pretty good spot. Even something like Pike spell shouldn't be able to kill our units too easily, I would think. Let's play Protege or float single combat mana. I think Protege is fine. We need to get the body down. And she can also block the Fearsome. We can also block Snapjaw Swarm. So this is pretty efficient as a first action overall. Hammer Snout, yeah. A bit annoying. I'm down to just swing with her then, if she's dead to rights regardless. Nice, we get the Fearsome trade? Yo, this is actually what I want. We kill the Fearsome? Let me get that. Yo, lock that. Hey, put that back. Lock that in. Okay, I'm fine with this too. Alright, sure. Because I'm assuming that's the trade that they would go for if they swung. So we might as well send her in and get pressure that way. Then we're going to get Big Ballin down here. Another Galio, sheesh, alright. Yeah, our attack on odds are like really good here.
In this timeline,
Bop.
we're sure to say vacation.
Big Ballin. We can't block the Fearsome. Let's see, do they know that? Because we can't. Oh, Hammer Snout number 2? Cringe. And then we're just gonna do this? 2-3, 2-3 or what? Yes. Does seem like that is the play here. Oh, never mind. Blocking with my units that can't block your Fearsome. Sounds good to me. I guess that's fine. Probably just do that and be okay with it. Because if they use like the Lurk Rally card to finish him off, so be it. I don't think I'm going to care that much. I definitely think I edge out on that combat there. So yeah, we're going to Udyr, stance it up. Pop.
Our ancient enemies are returning.
Then, young fox, lead us to their
Snapjaw Swarm is fine. Goes up to 3. Here you go, you can have that. I don't want to damage my Udyr. And then get him Pike spelled or something. Ain't gotta do all that. I'm down to just try to regen the Ballin. All the pack. It's a bit weird. They should have done that before playing the Snapjaw Swarm, I would think. Regen stance on our Ballin. Ballin's gonna go up to 3. Attack goes up to 4.
undying boar.
Then we'll get a new stance. Now they can attack the Ballin. Okay, that's fine. Because I think they're going to block the Udyr with the Hatchling. Not the Ballin. I think Ballin's actually going to get away with this. No?
It's not safe.
Udyr gets away with this. No? Ballin gets away with it. Like, they have to choose. I don't really care which one dies. They're both pretty annoying for the opponent. They're also only on 2 cards left in hand. Bonk. Bonk. You got my Udyr. Give me that stance. Beautiful. Beautiful stance. Might be an overwhelming ballin in our near future. Oh, we just got the Udyr back, so I guess it didn't matter. That's hilarious. I guess it didn't matter. They should have killed the ballin. What else you got? Dunebreaker. Well, I hate to be that guy, but my ballin is definitely better than your Dunebreaker. Unfortunately. It is what it is. I don't make the rules. It just kind of is what it is. Then we'll play Broadwing. Then we'll play Galio. Yeah, they're mad about it. It is what it is, though. Galio plus single. Like, Pike spell is literally useless. I can kill Rek'Sai. I can kill that, even. We're threatening 19. Like, look, how is this fair? We're actually threatening more than 19 because Ballin buff. We're threatening 21 damage with 2 guys. This is not chill at all. What a curve. What a power hand. Oh yeah, to wrap things up, there are plenty of lesser played decks that are pumping numbers right now. In case you get bored of playing the same meta decks, you should definitely give these ones a try, because they're still very solid strategies considering how little they're played comparatively to the big boys of the meta. And this has been Meta Report. Thank you so much for watching and have a good one. Laters!